It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Hey. Welcome to Sana IE. Man, it's Friday. In today's episode, I got what I learned this week. Also discussing the book I read. I came across a new book on Audible, and the book is called 0 to 1. So I'm gonna just let y'all know with a few notes that I've came across when I was reading the books, a few chapters, as well as why I started reading the book. The topics of today will be how to have more money, why people stay broke, and no, y'all know I got the quotes of the day for y'all. And that's what I'm gonna hit y'all with. And really the distractions, what timely distractions, how they equal out over the course of the year. But, first, let me start with the quotes of the day. And my first quote is, in every day there are 1,444 minutes. That means we have 1,444 opportunities to make a positive impact. So every minute of the day you can make a positive impact or you can make a negative impact. I choose to be positive all the time. So the choice is yours. I know last episode the quote was being about choices, choosing the right choice, alleviating your mind from the stress, choosing the one thought over another. The power of choice is yours. To make a positive impact is your choice. To make a negative impact is your choice. To make a destructive impact is your choice. So at the end of the day, it all comes down to what you choose. Do you choose to make a positive impact, or do you want to choose to make a negative impact? You choose how you spend your days and how your days go about. So like I said, the power of choice is yours. You always have the choice to choose. My next quote is, whatever your situation is right now, you'll grow from it. It's not about who is real in your face. It's about who stays loyal behind your back. Damn. Who stays real in front of your face? Who's going to be loyal behind your back? Whatever your situation is right now. What I always say, my current situation isn't my final destination. So anything you're going through right now, don't let it break you or don't fold. It's a part of life. Throughout life, we've all gone through those hard times, those bad days. And that situation was just that, a situation. It wasn't a lifetime journey. It wasn't a lifetime habit. It's just like they're just situations. We grow from situations. We go through things to grow through them. So any situation you're feeling or going through, just go through it. Learn to grow through it. Analyze the situation. And also, it's not about who's real in your face. It's about who stays loyal behind your back. And that's big to me. Loyalty is big to me. And being loyal behind my back is very key to me. Because when it comes to certain things, I do have trust issues. It's life. We all have trust issues. But like I said, it's all about who stays loyal behind your back when they're not in your face, when you're not around. Who's going to stay loyal to you? Who's going to hold you down when you're not around? That's what it's really about. So choose people who are loyal to you in your face and behind your back. Choose people who choose you. People who want to see you prosper, who want to see you successful, who, like I said, wants to stay loyal to you no matter what your situation is. If you're down in the dumps, you're poor, you ain't got shit going on, but they're still loyal to you because they know it's more than just about the money, the financial acquisitions in life. It's about the person you are, who you are on the inside in your heart. So if you listen to this right now, you're like, oh, well, I'm not a loyal person. We've all been through them times where we've been unloyal. But right now, it's all about choosing to be loyal behind somebody's back, or choosing to be loyal to the people that's loyal to you. But once again, the quote is, whatever your situation is right now, you'll grow from it. It's not about who is real in your face. It's about who stays loyal behind your back. I'll be right back with Sana IE. I know y'all like, how do we have more money? How can we do that? Everybody wants to have more money. And I know I'm the same way. And I was just like, I'm always doing research in how to build streams of income, how to make more money in different ways, and make more money in different ways to cut expenses. So what I came across now was ways to make more money. As always, you can always increase your income. Start that, get a second job, get a side hustle. I got episodes discussing different side hustles and different hustles that you can do. Even if you don't want to, during this pandemic, you don't want to go out. I got episodes on side hustles and jobs you can do during this pandemic. As well as, like I said, a second job. Maybe you have to get out and get a second job, get a nighttime job, get a security job or a warehouse job or something that you can work at night. Get a few 4 hours in where it's a part-time job where you're not missing out on as much sleep. As well as better paying job. Maybe the job you at right now isn't paying to where your dreams are or where your head is or where you need to be or where you want to be in life. Maybe you have to find that better paying job and apply yourself, as well as learning what you can do. Maybe that job you need, that better paying job, is that job from home. Your own business is maybe that better paying job that you need. Maybe you need to look into that. If you like, fuck, the job I'm at right now isn't the job that's benefiting me towards moving towards the future, then it's time to re-strategize. Or look at different options. Maybe you have to thug it out for the rest of the year at that job, save up, do your research on what you want to do, what business you want to create, so you can have that better paying job, that better paying hustle, that better paying life, the life that you want. The life that you want is out there. So look for that better paying job. As well, another one, invest in stocks. We all know the stock market is there. The stock market, through everything, through this whole pandemic, the stock market stayed steady, went up, and people made money. So look into the stock market to where you can withstand a pandemic because you're investing into the right stocks and the right things, the things that's going to last over time. If you're looking for day-to-day trading, that's cool. But the stock market, think longevity, long-term. That's how you can increase your income. As well as online business. Discussing business, maybe you have to start a business online. What business can you do? What fascinates you? What are you passionate about that you can do online right now, that you can sell, that you can bring value to people's lives? Real estate. Real estate's another thing. If you're living in a 4 or 5 bedroom house, or is it just real estate in general, but I'm just talking about real estate. You live in a 4 or 5 bedroom house and you got a guest room, I will rent that out. Or maybe you got a house that you own and you own 2 houses. Maybe the other house has to be an Airbnb. That's a way you can get your money up and increase your income. But as well as real estate, start looking into real estate. Oh, how can I be a real estate agent? Or as well as maybe you just want to own a condominium or own apartments and just rent those out. Or just own a house and rent that out. So there's different ways to increase your income when it comes to real estate, or like I said, doing an Airbnb or renting out that room. Another one, there's online paid surveys to increase your income. That, I discussed this before, the paid surveys, online surveys, it's slow money and it's basically like the savings. You get that money in, like, I want to say lump sums and chunks, because you're only making, I want to say crumbs in the beginning. Another one, freelance. Freelancing your skills. What are you skilled at? What are you passionate about? Maybe you're a photographer. Maybe you're a public speaker. Maybe you're a proofreader. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you're in the medical field. Freelance your services to other people who may need them. Go on Facebook Marketplace, go on Craigslist, get on LinkedIn, connect with people, network with people, and see how you can list your services to them, how you can help them out. If you creative designer, like I said, photographer, videographer, anything that you're skilled at, somebody out there needs. Believe me, trust that. So start looking at how you can freelance your services as well as your pricing terms. What is your price? What is your, you have to set up a contract for yourself so you know what you're worth, as well as the guidelines, the deadlines that you want to have for your customers or clients. So see how you can freelance yourself in whatever you're skilled at. Another thing, would be blogging. If you're into blogging, you're a writer, you love writing, either you can blog about political stances, blog about what's your favorite food, blog about places you want to visit, blog about food places. Blogging is a good idea too to increase your income. But it happens over time where you got to spread the word and spread the knowledge, as well as spreading who you are as a blogger and getting into that blogging world. So anything you want to start, any side hustle or any way to increase your income is going to take time to happen. It's not going to happen overnight unless you do, like, say, a side hustle. Let's say you got a 9-to-5 and you want to do a side hustle now. The only thing that's going to make you money overnight that I know is if you're doing like DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Uber or Lyft or something like that, where you're making money. You can make money $50 by the weekend if you need money like that. But little stuff like that will happen over time where you're, like I said, blogging, freelancing your skills may happen overnight to where you're making $50 to $100 by tomorrow or by the weekend. So those are few ways to increase your income. Like I said, first one, find a second job. Another one, get a side hustle. Or third one, get a better paying job. Fourth, invest in stocks. 5, online business. 6, real estate. 7, paid surveys. 8, freelancing your skills. 9, blogging. And last but not least, Instagram. You can Instagram your skills and, not Instagram your skills, but find ways to make money on Instagram. Instagram is a booming business and you can make money on Instagram. You just have to do the research and find a way, how can I make money on Instagram, and just really take the time in and stay consistent with it. I'll give y'all a brief break and I'll be right back with Sana I.E. A few more ways to increase your income would be decreasing your expenses. We all got expenses, and keeping track of those expenses will really help us increase our income. One of the ways of doing that is getting that budget, creating that monthly budget, the weekly budget, the daily budget for yourself, and staying disciplined on that budget and seeing where your expenses is going. The first one, it says spend less. The way to spend less is creating a budget for yourself and for your money. You always want to know where your money is going. And like I said, staying disciplined on that budget starts with looking at your expenses. What have I spent in September, last month? What did I spend in September? And how could I have saved more in September? Okay, I spent this, this, and this. All right, well, it's October. Let's create a budget for myself and let me stick to that budget. I'm not gonna start off with a month. Let's just do a day. Let's start off with my daily budget for tomorrow. Let me stay disciplined on this budget. Okay, now let me get to my 2-day budget. All right, let me do the 3-day budget. Now let me build up to a week. Building up your budget will help you out to where by November you're good to, okay, I can do a budget for November because I've done my training for the rest of October and have my daily budget and weekly budget. I've been consistent on that. Let me try my monthly budget. And just examining your expenses and seeing where your money is going and where your money should be going. Maybe you should be investing more, saving more instead of spending. So it comes down to spending less. Another one, shop smarter. There's apps out there, coupon apps. We always get coupons for different stores, different food places and whatnot. Look for those coupons. See if some of these places have discounts on Groupon, or look on Yelp and see if they have like a buy one, get one or something of that nature, to where you're shopping smarter to wherever you're going. It only takes 5 to 10 minutes to really look at. We make a shopping list, see if there's any coupons for anything that you're buying or any discounts on anything that you're buying at certain places. Maybe it's finding quotes. Shopping smarter goes on the lines of finding the right car insurance for your car. You don't need to go to that first person you see. Shop around. See who can get your quotes and see what's the best rate for your car and your car insurance, house insurance, insurance in general. Shop smarter when it comes to buying, like I discussed, groceries. When you want to go out and buy some shoes or buy some clothes. Can I thrift for this? Or should I go to JCPenney? Should I go to Ross? Should I go to Marshall's? Stuff like that, to where we're shopping smarter and getting conscious of where our money is going and what expense is really being an expense to us, and what defining what's a want that we and a need in our life when it comes to our money. The next thing would be eat out less. This is what I've been working on this month, besides the trip to Chicago, is eating out less and cooking more. Getting that budget, forming into that budget goes with the groceries. What groceries do I need this week and this month where I can eat out less and cook in more? You start cooking in, you be like, eating out, you probably go down to once a week, maybe start even going down to once a month. And eating out less to where you're not eating Jack in the Box or Pizza Hut or Domino's or going to Red Lobster, stuff eating out. It's like, why not eat in and eat what you want to make, or whatever you're craving? Why don't you create that yourself or cook that yourself? The next one, like I was discussing, comparing the car insurance, comparing insurance, getting the quotes and seeing, okay, I'm paying this right now. Let me see what so-and-so have. You don't have to go with the big name brands. I'm gonna go with State Farm or Geico or something like that. For what? You can go with somebody else, a small LLC insurance place, and find a better price or a lower price than what you're paying. So compare them insurances. You don't have to be stuck and obligated to pay what you're paying now. Another thing, look for them cashback apps. They got apps for everything. You just really have to search for them. There's something for everything out there. You just have to put the search out there and put your mind to it. Any cashback apps? I think the biggest one that's coming to me is Ibotta. IBOTTA. And just looking on there, they got every shopping, just department store, everything on there. Department store, grocery store on there that you can really get cashback on, and they got coupons for on there too. So check out Ibotta and different cashback apps. Coupons. That's a way you can decrease your expenses. Coupons, like I said, they search for the coupons for whatever you're trying to buy. When it comes to groceries, when it comes to shoes, when it comes to clothes, when it comes to anything. Not upgrading your cell phone. We all want the latest iPhone, the latest phone when it comes out, latest Apple Watch when it comes out. But taking that time to where you're like, do I really need this phone? This phone is going to do the same thing that my phone that I have currently has. It's going to do the same thing. It's just going to be enhanced because the camera gets better. It's like, nah, stick with what you have and not always try to go for the latest thing, the newest thing. My last one, find tax breaks. And with whatever you're doing in business, look for them tax breaks. Do the research. Doing the research will help you tremendously, because a lot of people don't expect you to do the research. They really don't. They just expect you to just go through life and not using Google or not using your resources around you to find tax breaks or find breaks in life with things that you're doing. So I'm gonna give you a quick run back on the ways to decrease your expenses. Spending less, shopping smarter, eat out less, comparing their insurances, them cashback apps, coupons, not upgrading your phone, and finding them tax breaks. I'll be right back with our next topic for Sana IE. So the next topic that I'm venturing into is how people stay broke, or why people stay broke. Number one, they ignore their debt. Whatever debt you're in, whatever debt you have, figure out, this goes back to the budget, create that budget for your debt so you can get out of that debt. The best app that I say you can use for that is Digit. The app Digit. Use that app and check it out, and it'll help you dismantle that debt, honestly. The number two, they don't stick to their budget. That budget is the biggest thing. Trust me, that's how you go broke quick, for not having a budget, not knowing where your money is going. They don't have an emergency fund. If you listen to right now, I discuss an emergency fund, building an emergency fund, investing into your emergency fund, because emergencies happen and you want to be secure when that emergency happens. Number 4, they don't pay themselves first. That can go in many of things. It's not always buying something for yourself. It's paying yourself for your future self, paying your future self, what it comes down to. Number 5, they spend more than they earn. That's how you end up living check to check, week to week, check to check, spending more than you earn, not having that budget. Figure out what you're earning and spending. Try to figure out how you can spend less. Number 6, they buy liabilities and not assets. Buying liabilities will cost you. That will keep you broke. That puts you in a hole that you don't want to be in. Figure out how you can buy and invest in more assets. Number 7, they don't invest in themselves. This is not just money-wise. This is investing into your mental, reading more, listening to more podcasts, working out, going for the morning, doing a morning routine, meditating, investing in yourself, in your being, investing into your future, investing into your present. Like I said, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, invest into yourself. Read, write, meditate, see how you're feeling, see how you're doing, taking that time off to get that time to rejuvenate, to get that time for yourself, to get you back to your centered focus, to get you back recharged and refocused to what you're trying to do. Investing on yourself will keep you out of that broke place. Number 8, they put today's happiness ahead of their financial future. They put today's happiness in front of their financial future. And that is my favorite one, because that's what I always say, like, don't put the present satisfaction over your future satisfaction or your future goal, but don't put today's happiness ahead of your financial future. Whatever you want to get right now, think about the future self, how your future self want to be, and where you want to be in the future, instead of thinking about today's happiness. Today's happiness, yeah, it's cool. Eat that burger, or buy that car, or buy them shoes. But what about a week or 2 from now? Do you really need that, or you just want that? And I'm gonna give y'all the 8 reasons why people stay broke over again. The recap: they ignore their debt, build that budget. They don't stick to their budget. Budgeting is the biggest thing. Weekly budget, monthly budget, daily budget. That helps you in the long term. That helps you in your future self. That helps you today, moving forward. The emergency fund. Don't lack an emergency fund. Start building and investing into your emergency fund. We all know emergencies happen. We're in a pandemic right now. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people is not, like I said, is jobless. Not a lot of people was prepared for this. So start preparing yourself now, creating that emergency fund, getting an emergency kit, and start building and creating and working towards them in case an emergency happens. Number 4, they don't pay themselves first. Pay yourself first, man. Invest in yourself. Pay yourself first. Number 5, they spend more than they earn. Don't spend more than you earn. Number 6, they buy liabilities and not assets. Number 7, they don't invest in themselves. Number 8, they put today's happiness ahead of their financial future. Aye, man. All right. I'm going to talk about distractions now. How distractions, we all get distracted throughout our days, throughout life, and it just happens. Distractions are meant to be there to distract us, so that's what they're there for. And our phone, I say our phone is the biggest distraction because of social media. We always want to be glued down, face into our phone, instead of looking or putting that work in, whatever we have to do, whatever our goal is for that day, whatever is on our agenda for the day, whatever is on that topic for the day. Distractions distract us and chew up and eat up a lot of time without us even knowing it. Because we're like, oh, have you ever caught yourself being on your phone longer than you expected? You be on your phone, you're like, oh, so you look up, it's only been 5 minutes. The next time you look up, it's been an hour later. Because you get distracted, so caught up in the apps and everything on your phone that you're losing time for other things that you have to do, other things you have to accomplish for that day. Maybe you have to do a podcast episode. Maybe you have to press up some shirts. Maybe you have to reread or proofread a book that you're writing. Stuff like that, being on your phone, being caught up in the social media and all that, you have to limit yourself. You have to budget yourself. That goes to time budget too. Budgeting your time, budgeting your money is the biggest things in life and helps you prosper. So creating that time budget, creating that time schedule for yourself to be like, okay, I can have distraction time, but my distraction time is after I finish what I have to do for today, what I want to accomplish for today. Instead of me being distracted and losing time and me looking back like, damn, I've been so stuck in my phone, looking at my phone, that I've lost an hour, 2 hours, and I'm so drained. Those 2 hours I could have put into working out or put into grocery shopping or put into benefiting my future. So the distractions will cost us over time. And it's still gonna happen to this day. You're listening now and you're still gonna end up being distracted, but it's all about being disciplined on a daily basis to be like, no, I can't be distracted. My distraction time is 5 hours from now. I gotta get what I need to get done now. So like I said, creating that time schedule. And this, 30 minutes a day of distraction equals 22.8 hours of work days a year. Just 30 minutes a day of being distracted builds up to 22.8 hours a year. 60 minutes of distraction is equal to 44.8 hours of work days a year. This is work days, not normal days, but work days. Times you can work in that 9 to 5, that 8 to 4. And 2 hours equal 4 months of 8-hour work days a year. So just being distracted 30 minutes, you're losing damn near 22 hours a year of work that you could have been doing. So it's all about putting that time schedule in, timing yourself out, working on yourself, and saying, hey, like I said, school, high school, college, you all have them periods. First period, second period, third period, fourth period, all them periods. And it's a time blocks within your days where you're learning throughout them times. You can do it. We've all done it. We've all went to school. We all done the periods. We all been on a time schedule where we're working, where we have time to be on our phone, where we have time to eat, where we have time to be with the family, where we have time to do or learn. So it's like getting back to that schedule, getting back to that routine that you've been accustomed to for so many years, and just scheduling out for yourself. You got to come up with your own schedule now. Know what you're doing from as soon as you wake up until you go to sleep. Make it repetitive. Man, but that's it on distractions. I'm gonna give y'all a brief break and I'm gonna be right back with Sana I.E. So next, the book I'm reading, 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. It's about startups and starting a business and how to build for the future. And that subtitle just caught my interest. Startups, starting a business, how to build for the future. Me, I've become a lot more business minded and want to learn the aspects, the ins and outs of business. So I decided to start reading more business books, especially about startups. I'm started on for a few business ventures myself. So I'm doing more research to get more knowledge, get more wisdom on what I'm doing and what I need to do and the steps I need to take. So I came across this book. Like I said, it's about startups, starting a business, and building for the future. And the first few chapters are just like caught me like off guard as to where I wasn't expecting it to impact me so fast. You know how you read some books and like the first few chapters, like it doesn't get good until you get like to the middle of the book. Nah, this took off and took me and impacted me instantly. And a few of the notes that I took down, it says, every time we create something new, we go from 0 to 1. So creating something new instead of imitating what's already been done. There's already an Amazon, there's already a Facebook, there's already an Instagram. But going from 0 to 1, like TikTok or Snapchat, is how you start up. That's how you create, that's how you build for the future. It inspires others to think the same way to where they can say, hey, I can start from ground zero and build up to something new. And another thing, another note, it said the best paths are new and untried. The best paths are new and untried. And that's true, because nobody's taken that journey before. So why not be the first person to take that journey, make the mistakes, fuck up, and become successful? The next one, technology allows us to do more with less. That's true. Imagine 20 years would be 2000. Let's imagine 30 years ago. Where were we at? 1990? Before the internet, before technology really took off. Could you do what you're doing now back then? I couldn't be doing podcasting back then. It would be way harder to podcast in the 1990s than it is in 2020. So technology, I'm grateful, has advanced. I'm grateful somebody put their mind to making that happen. And it said, humans are the only species able to create new things and better ways of making them. Humans, we created everything. The iPhone was created. The way you're listening to this right now, if you're listening to this in the car, the seats that you're sitting on was created. The rear view mirrors was created. Something was created and somebody figured out how to better that. Because the iPhone wasn't the first phone. I know the first phone, I think it was a briefcase phone, right? Everybody carry around the briefcase with their phone in it. That was like the first phone. But the way technology has advanced, the way people started creating and figuring out, wait, I can do this differently, or I can do this. Because remember with because at first you have the iPod and then a phone. And then they came with the iPhone and you're like, yo, that's innovative and I'm gonna get one because I can listen to my music and I can talk on the phone at the same time. And as we've seen how Apple has advanced from the first iPhone to the iPhone 11, it's like they keep innovating, keep doing something new. So humans are the only species, once again, able to create new things and better ways of making them. We can always have better ways of making something. 0 to 1 is about how to build companies that create new things. So if you want to create a company or thinking about creating something new, I suggest reading this. Like I said, I'm only 2 chapters in, but the 2 chapters have been great so far. And I know the book is going to get even better as I'm getting into it. So, like I said, if you want to build a company and create new things, check out 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. I'm reading it on Audible, and I love Audible because I'm always on the go. So I love just putting that on, and it playing. And the last note I took, it says, successful people find value in unexpected places. And that really sat with me, resonated with me too. Successful people find value in unexpected places. It's a good book, man. Check it out. Let me know what you think. If you've read it before, don't spoil it for me, but let me just know what you think of the first 2 chapters, how they resonated with you, what you, the knowledge you got from them. But as I go on the next week's episodes, I will be discussing the next 2 chapters that I've read and how I'm going about that. But I'll be right back with the recap. So, recap. I'll discuss my quotes of the day. First quote was, in every day there are 1,444 minutes. That means we have 1,440 opportunities to make a positive impact. Next quote is, whatever your situation is right now, you'll grow from it. It's not about who is real in your face, it's about who stays loyal behind your back. I discussed how to have more money, increasing your income, finding that second job, a side hustle, a better paying job, invest in stocks, an online business, real estate, paid surveys, freelance your skills, blogging, and Instagram. Maybe you have to decrease your expenses, creating that budget, spending less, shopping smarter, eat out less, compare insurance, them cashback apps, coupons, not upgrading your phone, and finding them tax breaks, as well as how people stay broke. They ignore their debt. They don't stick to their budget. That budget is a big thing, people. They lack an emergency fund. They don't pay themselves first. They spend more than they earn. They buy liabilities and not assets. They don't invest in themselves, and they put today's happiness ahead of their financial future. I discussed distractions, how distractions make us lose time, how we're always being distracted, being on our phone, being in social media, so stuck into that we're losing time, losing hours, losing days just by being distracted. 30 minutes equals 22.8 hours, 22.8 hour work days a year. 60 minutes equals 44.8 hour work days a year. 2 hours equal 4 months of 8 hour work days a year. Let's change that. Let's get that time schedule. Let's get them blocks out. Let's create our own days so we're not being distracted. We're limiting our phone use, our phone time to maybe an hour a day or less. I discussed my book, not my book, but the book I'm reading, 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. Great book. I discussed the notes that I've taken on it so far, and I hope that you guys like it. And let me know what you think. If you read the book already, let me know what you think of it and what you learned from it. Because me, I'm still reading it, and it's honestly, I couldn't have chosen a better book. But let me leave you with this. The only one who can tell you you can't is you. And you don't have to listen. Have a great day.